Asher versus Ospreay. Man, this was a good match up until a certain point. I was just blown away. Takesha, I really like Takesha. I feel like the booking should be better with Takesha. Ospreay, of course, I've watched a few of his matches. I heard about him over the years, but I started watching his matches when he first started having matches in AEW. I guess that was sometime last year. So these guys, first of all, these guys are just athletic. They are great. They can move around in the ring, just really just great athletes, and they're just good in the ring with their agility and everything and the moves that they can do. It's just really incredible. So there's some fast paced action, some back and forth wrestling. I'm not going to go for move, but pretty much Takesha, he hit a really nice release. No, it was a German suplex, and it was just so smooth and just so impressive. The way that he hit that German suplex, and I feel like I haven't seen anyone execute a German suplex like that. I mean, besides Chad Gable, but man, that it was just nice. But my only issue with that is that after a while or a few seconds later, Ospreay got back up. And then at one point, Ospreay was hawking up. And I think after that, Ospreay, he was kicking Takeshi in the head, and that his kicks just were like it just they did not look good. If something like trying to kick someone in the head, if it doesn't look good, don't do it. You're afraid that you're going to hurt the person, but then also you're going to kick them to make it look phony. Don't let's not do that. Let's do something else. Work on a different body part. How about that? And then Takeshi, he had a brain buster on Osprey. And I don't know if it was an accident, but that spot, because he had him up. And I think before that, Osprey was trying to go for Frankensteiner, and he missed it. And then that's when Takasha had him in a brain buster, and the way that he went down, that looked scary. That looked really scary. There were several near falls, and then this is what got to me when these guys were hitting devastating moves, and then they were not selling, and they were just kicking out and getting back up after a few seconds. Now that's when you lose me. And I think when you get that I don't want to say sloppy, but when you do those kind of things, you execute a devastating move, something that should hurt someone, and then you get back up. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that. Hey, you can slow it down a little. You can, speed it up at times, but when you're hitting certain moves, you want to be able to sell those moves. Because now you tell me you have to do, be as a fan, you tell me like, okay, you have to do several moves in order to beat this person. And all these other moves are pointless because you're getting back up right after. So that's what I wasn't a fan of that kind of stuff. But pretty much, Osprey hit the what is it called? The Tiger Driver 91, and then he hit his finisher, some kind of clothesline that he does for the win. Now, my thing about that Tiger Driver 91, I know he did that to Kenny Omega a few months ago. It just looked really dangerous. And to me, what is the point of doing that? And I don't know, these guys probably rehearsed the move a couple of times, but why do that? Now, Takesha, his head was to the side, but still, why are we doing this? The issue with AEW that they need to tone it down. Someone is going to get hurt. And I know I've read on Twitter someone said, "Oh, someone can get hurt from doing like a drop kick or doing like a regular move or not a regular move, but a move that's simple, that's not impactful." Yes, that's true. But when you do certain moves that are really dangerous, someone can get hurt, like they can uh, break their neck, um, you know, end up being paralyzed or something like that. So it's more they can get more serious injuries. So that's the difference. But man, this was a good match until they were just doing way too much and got reckless.